Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I haven't uploaded in like 4 days, I'm sorry about that, but been kind of busy, I'm back to school. So, I haven't made any videos, but I'm gonna make my very first news video. I'm talking about, of course, A24 buying Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Now, A24 was already in talks of getting the Texas Chainsaw Massacre rights. I already knew that. Back in like September, October 2025, I saw all over the place that A24 is probably going to make a Texas Chainsaw Massacre show with Glenn Powell as like a producer. Hopefully not acting in it. I could ruin it, but I'll get to that later. At the time, I didn't really have any thoughts on it because I didn't believe they were actually going to get the rights. I thought maybe even Jordan Peele would get it because he was in a bidding war with A24 and the dude who made Yellowstone, which would probably be the best one if we're being honest because he's from Texas. So I kind of would trust him with it. But anyway, A24 got it and Glenn Powell's making it, which I think he's from Texas too, but I don't really know what Glenn Powell's going to do. But they announced a TV show with the direct and I think a movie with the director of Strange Darling. Or is that the show? I don't remember. I read somewhere. We're just gonna assume it's the show and the movie, but I could be wrong. It could be one or the other. I'm not a credible news source, alright? But I think this is an awful idea. Now, before you get mad at me, I do like A24. Like, these are just some A24 movies that have talked to me, which is one of my favorite horror movies. Might call me generic. Might call me whatever you want to call me, but I do really like that. Loved Heretic when I watched it. And then, of course, Uncut Gems, which is not a horror movie, but I still really enjoyed it. I enjoy A24, is what I'm trying to get at. But I don't think they match Texas Chainsaw Massacre at all. I think that is a awful franchise they could get. Example of a better franchise, Silent Hill. Now, I saw Return to Silent Hill. I got this postcard that gave it to me at the movie theater, right? Saw that movie. Terrible movie. I was gonna make a review, but I feel like it's a little late now. That movie's terrible. Absolutely awful. But entertainingly bad, if that makes sense. Like, I had a good time watching it. Not because it's good, of course, but because it's not good. That's why I enjoyed it. But I don't really know how to... I do know how to feel. I don't like it. Especially with Glenn Powell. Glenn Powell, of course, he was in The Running Man recently, which I did see on the theater. It was good. I do enjoy that movie, even though Edgar Wright was not really that good as a director on it. You would think it would be fantastic, but it's just mid, which is terrible for Edgar Allan Poe. Edgar Wright. Anyway, Glenn Powell, he's a decent actor. He's not one of my favorite actors, of course. He's alright. I've only seen him in The Running Man and Top Gun Maverick. Those are the only movies I've seen him in. I haven't seen the one with Sydney Sweeney. Probably will not watch that. Looks awful. Then that football show, Chad Powers. It looked alright, but I don't really care. I don't really care about Glenn Powell. I think he's just a decent actor. That's about it. Nothing more, nothing less. But he's a producer on the show. I don't know what that could look like. I have absolutely no idea what he's gonna do. But I'm gonna have some hope. Alright, I'm gonna have some hope that it's gonna be alright. Because, there's some people who've, produced some things that you're like, what? Why would they be producing that? And it's been good. Also, there's been times where it's been bad. But there's been times it's been good too. This is a weird case where Texas Chainsaw Massacre, a lot of movies, and that franchise is awful. Some are good. Of course, the original is fantastic. Objectively, to me, it doesn't age very well, but I still enjoy it. But like Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2, I've only watched like first 5 minutes. 3, terrible. 4, awful. I have not seen that though, but I just hear it's awful. The remakes, the remake 1 is alright, but the rest are awful with 3D and The New Beginning, and then Leatherface I haven't seen. The new one was terrible. Like at the end with the electric car going, she's like, yeah, no, that's not good. Please don't be doing that, A24. And again, A24 is attached to this. And I like A24. These are like the only A24 movies I have, which I do like A24. So I need to buy more. I enjoy more A24 movies, but they're horror movies. I love them too. Specifically with these two. Love this movie. I love it a lot. This movie is really good too. They make good movies, but they're art house movies. In Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's just a slasher franchise, which is why I don't think A24 is really a good fit. I did not like X. I made a review for that a long time ago. Did not like it. Now, I heard a good YouTuber I watch called Michael Keikel say this, so if you're watching this, you're gonna get this. I think The Crow, he said this in one of his videos a long time ago. But The Crow, they would be so good because that original book I've read is so sad. If you don't know about that, the author of it, James O'Barr, his wife passed away, and he wrote that book in anger about that, and he was really sad. He was not in a good place at that time when he wrote that book. You could definitely feel it, and it's sort of an art house story. This movie is kind of just a superhero movie, but it's a really good time. Of course, Brandon Lee died on set. I have the sequels over here. You can't see, but somewhere over there. I think they would be better with this, or just Silent Hill. So gloomy, dark. Silent Hill 2 is super dark, which is what this movie was based on, and not really dark, even though they want it to be. I just don't think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is good for A24. I would rather have went to the Yellowstone dude, or even Jordan Peele. His Candyman was alright. I would rather have an alright movie than a garbage movie, because it doesn't really fit. Or show. Garbage show. But also, what is the show gonna be about? Like, is it just gonna be Leatherface's origin? Which I hope not. Or the family's past? Generic, because that's what Friday the 13th is doing. And Halloween. They're making a show about Halloween and Friday the 13th. And now Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I'm tired of the era of slasher shows. Like, we had Chucky season 1 and season 2 and season 3 got canceled, which this one was pretty good, but we had Scream, we had all of these shows, and we're getting more. Also, I recently bought this box set, but we're getting more, and I just don't really like them. I want movies. I don't want freaking shows. I want movies. Of course, they're making a movie. It could either be a generic Texas Chainsaw Massacre movie, or it's gonna be a boring X type movie. And I hope it's not that. I really hope it's not a boring X movie. I know what people love X, so you could enjoy that, but if it's just like X, I'm out. I'm not trying to watch people do nasty things the whole time. Like, yeah, very prevalent franchise, very prevalent slashers, alright, I get that. But that movie was, most of the time, just them filming, I'm gonna say family friendly, but if you've seen the movie, you know. But I don't want to watch that the whole time. But anyway, that's my thoughts. Basically, I just don't really want A24 to have this, because I don't really think it fits them. Glenn Powell, I don't know what he's gonna be doing with this. And Strange Darling director, I don't know nothing about him, so don't have anything to add to that, but I just don't think Texas Chainsaw Massacre is the right franchise for A24. But with that being said, sub to the channel. You know, trying to get to 30 subs right now, so let's do it. Try to build a community, which another thing Michael Keikel brought up. Go check out his channel, it's fantastic. But yeah, that's it. Goodbye.